good, everyone? It's Hack, and I'm back again with another video once again. So for this video, I'm gonna jump straight on topic. As the title says, tolerate no disrespect from anyone, right? Tolerate no disrespect. Your respect levels in which you tolerate should be literally fucking zero tolerance. And what I mean by that is, for example, if you have to explain to someone, if someone says to you, for example, why don't you talk to many people? You're always by yourself. You're always this, you're always that. Right? Now, you don't really have to explain yourself. But for the purpose of being, you don't want to come off like a scumbag or a bad guy. Just say, look, I like to keep myself to myself because I don't have to worry about anyone talking shit. Basically, right? The less you have to say, the less people know about you. And you won't be in people's mouths, right? So you just say, look, I enjoy keeping myself to myself. I like protecting my own energy, right? Because energy is a big thing. Many people don't think about energy, but energy is a big thing. Like the saying goes, if you walk into a room, you can cut the air with a knife or something like that, right? So energy is a massive thing. Be careful who you give your energy to. Understand? Because there's a lot of people out here that, honestly, there's so many people out here that they can't go 2 minutes by themselves. They constantly need someone. That's either going to the cinema, going out for food, you're at work, you constantly need people around you. Like, personally, if I want to go and watch a film, obviously if there was places open to watch a film, motherfucker, I'm going to watch a film. I don't care if it's by myself. I don't need people around me constantly. You know, I don't need validation from people. Once you're very comfortable with yourself as a person, you can achieve great things in life. You don't constantly need people around you all the time. Once you're sure of yourself, that's all you need. Obviously, you're gonna have friends. Well, some of you probably don't have friends, but I suggest you do. But at the same time, it depends on the type of friends that you have. If you're around a bunch of people that is constantly, oh yeah, you know what, that's what you should be doing. It's never really what you shouldn't be doing. It's never really calling you out on shit. You don't really need that type of people in your life because that's just yes men or women. Don't want to, yeah. So you don't really need that. You need people around you that will pull you to one side and say, look, mate, I don't think you should be doing this because A, B, and C. That's what you need. You need people that will correct you where you're going wrong, mate. You need to stop doing this because blah, blah, blah. Because you need to think. Thing is, with a lot of people call themselves friends, but as soon as it comes to a point where they pull you up on stuff, it's like, oh, he's a hater. I don't know where that started from. Like, people just, trying to look for a reason to call people haters. And like, listen, I don't have time to hate on anyone. Understand? I don't have time to give my energy to most people, let alone spend my energy hating on you. Like, who are you? Who are you? Huh? Like, seriously. I like to keep myself to myself. If I need to do stuff, I'll do it. Obviously, there's going to come points where you need to be around people like-minded, people that's got the same spirits as you, people will push you in life. You obviously push them as well. That's what you need. You don't need a bunch of people around you that's constantly gossiping, talking shit about other people, or they were doing this, they were doing that, but they're not really talking about life. They're not really talking about where they want to go in life, what they want to do in life. It's always talking about other people doing this and other people doing that. Like, mate, this isn't the fucking soap opera. I haven't got time to sit here and gossip and spend my valuable energy talking about someone else that has nothing to do with me. You're not that important. You are not that important for me to sit here and gossip to someone else about you. It makes no sense to me, especially a bunch of men. See this all the time, a bunch of grown men sitting there gossiping. Why? What is wrong with you? You're a man. Act like a man. Like, I don't understand where this is coming from. Or, to be honest, nowadays a lot of men are acting very feminine, and nothing against women, right? Nothing against women. But a man should be a man. right? Now, don't get me wrong, I know there's a lot of men that have more feminine traits due to, could be anything, growing up with their mothers, being around a lot of females. You know, I can understand energies. Energy doesn't really matter what gender you are. But for the most part, if you carry yourself as a man, a masculine male, why are you spending your energy into other people that has nothing to do with your purpose as a man moving forward? So that's the one point I want to talk about. Make sure you spend your energy wisely and as to what you're spending it on. The second point I want to talk about is tolerate zero disrespect from anyone.
Zero, zero, zero.
Zero tolerance. Should be a zero tolerance. It shouldn't be. This is where this is where zero is. You should not be like just about touching it. Shouldn't be just about, no. Zero tolerance. You accept, honestly, do not accept disrespect from anyone. And I'll give an example, because disrespect can come in many different forms. For example, if someone says, look, why don't you like this and why don't you like that, and you give them your reason as to why you don't like it, if they're going back and forth with you, but they cannot understand the fact that you don't like what you've just said, and you've given a clear explanation as to why, look, I don't like this, and this is my reasons, you know, and you're saying it properly, you're not saying it in any sort of way. If they can't understand where you're coming from, you don't need that. That's not very respectful. Now, I can understand I don't really agree with you, but there's a lot of things I don't agree with. But I'm not going to show it disrespect. Put it this way, if you cannot respect what I'm saying to you, then you don't respect what I'm saying. And if you don't respect what I'm saying, then you're disrespecting me. Bottom line, regardless, tolerate minimal disrespect. None at all. Energy. That's the energy that you need to carry yourself with. This is why you need to be complacent. You need to make sure that you're comfortable in your own skin. You know what you want in life. Once you have all of that stuff figured out, pretty much invincible. Pretty much invincible. It's kind of like someone saying to you, oh, I don't think you're that good looking. Okay. That's your opinion. But I do. On a scale of 1 to 10, for example, if someone says to you, there's this video going around of this guy asking girls, what do you rate yourself from 1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate yourself?
I guess, I don't want to be cocky, but I guess a 10.
What? And I like, be serious though. Like 1 to 10.
10.
Like a 10 out of 10. Like top tier. Like you the highest you can go.
10.
So it don't get better than you.
No.
That's cap.
Why you think so?
Nah, be serious now. Like be for real.
Yeah, I'm being so serious though.
And you know, you can tell some of them are saying like, I'm a good solid 9 or I'm a solid 8 or whatever. And he's obviously saying like, oh, and really? You think you're an 8? I'd say you're about a 5. I think you're about a 4. You know? But look, if that was me and someone was asking me that, I'd say I'm a solid 7.5. Confidently, I'm a good 7.5 to 8. 7.5 with my chest, with my chest, with a W for the win. Good 7.5. Reason being 7.5. I just don't think that I'm below. 8, I'd go to 8. Reason why I'd go to 8, yeah, I'd say I could stretch to 8. Why not 9? Why not 8.5? Because there's room for improvement. I know where I need to improve on, so it's just a matter of time until I get there. But for now, if we're going to class 5 as average, definitely above that. But that's just my opinion. This is how comfortable I am with myself. It's like I was watching Abra and Peach.
Really, nigga?
And one of the things that he said, which is, you know when someone articulates something that you probably couldn't have done yourself or you've never really thought about, and then when they've said it, it's like, yes, that's it. He's basically said,
I've been through, I've met people that are girls that are extremely overweight and don't look well as well, and they tell me, "You're not my type. You're way too ugly," or they make up an excuse.
You know what this is like? You know what this is like? I think what he's describing is like when a homeless person goes up to another homeless person and they're like, "Hey, can I sit beside you?" And they're like, "Ew, get away from me, you're homeless." But you're like, "Bitch, you homeless too?"
Sit with me.
I think that's how he views it.
Yeah.
The problem is the homeless person he approached does not think that they're homeless like him.
No, I'm not that type of homeless.
I'm just trying to explain the perspective of the other person when they're saying that kind of stuff. Because people can be overweight and you can view them as on your level. Doesn't mean that they view themselves that way. Because your attractiveness level to yourself is based off how you view yourself.
You think they're ugly. There's a, excuse me, I'm fat, not ugly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that's how they view themselves. Yeah. Which makes your perspective in regards to you being treated unfairly wrong. Does that make sense? Because you're expecting a response from them based off what you perceive about them, right? The problem is they don't perceive themselves the way you perceive them.
Yeah.
And they're justified in that. So for you to be mad or upset about their response as a result, to me, is a little strange, because the same way I'm not entitled to tell you how you should perceive yourself, you're not entitled to tell others how they should perceive themselves when you approach them. Make sense?
That makes perfect sense.
One of them basically said people have this habit of, for example, someone will say, "Oh, I don't like Volvic water." Now, I've put some lemon juice in there so it looks cloudy as hell, right? So, "Oh, I don't like Volvic." So because they said I don't like Volvic, they'll class Volvic as shit. When Volvic is not shit, it's just that that's your opinion of not liking Volvic, but you're stigmaing it as it being shit because you don't like it. It doesn't make it crap. People need to distinguish the difference between what they're saying and what's actually fact. This is just a personal preference for me. I prefer Volvic water. Now, someone else could say Volvic is shit. Now, if I go out with someone and they say, "Look, mate, I don't like Volvic, it's shit," okay, I'm not going to say, "Yeah, you're right, it's actually pretty crap." No, that's your opinion up until I try it. Yeah, I don't like it, but granted, I don't like it, that still doesn't make it crap. It's just personal preference. It's not fact. Fact is telling me that I'm black because I'm factual. I'm black. Technically brown, but you get the point, right? So digressing, fact of the matter is, people, the year's 2021, right? I want you all to go along the year strong-minded, same as me. Right, we've all had the corona happen and the isolation, but quite frankly, I'm pushing through just fine. It's not stopping me from doing fucking anything. I'm still shagging your baby mum.
What did he say?
Hey. Get the shit out of it. Still doing all of that. Right? Still working. Still uplifting myself. Still around good company. I've started a YouTube channel. You know. Small, but it's growing slowly. It's getting there. You know, I'm working on myself, self-improvement. I'm looking at flaws within myself, like, oh, you know what, actually, maybe I need to change this physically. Maybe I need to change this mentally. Okay, yeah, I can do that. You know, I'm working on everything. Lifestyle. I'd like to be living like this in the next 2 years. I'd like to be earning this in the next year. I'd like to be doing this. I'd like to be doing that. This is the mindset you need to have in order to progress in life. This is the mindset. You have to be comfortable within your own skin. Tolerate minimal disrespect, if none at all, and protect your energy at all costs. Once you can do that, you will achieve great things. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching the video. I hope I've made myself pretty clear. Please subscribe to the channel if you want. If not, drop me a like if you want. Drop a comment if you like. And I'll see you in the next video. Over and out. Peace.